all began in 2012. In 2012, a consortium had arisen, a big group of leaders with a lot of influence. They wanted nothing but personal gain at any expense. In 2013, the consortium was defeated by rebels. However, from the ashes rose a few who went underground to try to regain control. You, Terra, an average kid, happened to walk across a small warehouse where you hear two loud explosions. Curious as you are, you decide to check it out and enter the building. And there it was, a large nuclear warhead. Suddenly you hear footsteps. The footsteps start to sound louder as the person nears. Your heart is throbbing and your ears begin to ring. You decide to run out. However, doing so you tripped over a wire, knocking down a large cupboard. The men start to run faster and you run away. However, without you being aware of it, you were caught on tape by a nearby camera. You return home and find your parents dead. Scared and in shock, you decide to take on the mission of breaking the consortium into pieces. The battle begins. This is a game called Terra. It was released in, I don't know, made by a person named either Sai'ke, something like that. Let's see, file says 2005, so let's go with that. Released in 2005. It is a platformer. It's a 3x2 platformer, rather, as all the player characters and non-player characters seem to be 3 characters wide by 2 characters tall. Kind of an interesting platformer, especially for its time. Handles pretty well, but some of the controls are just not documented, and it kind of makes some points hard to do, such as for poking things, you have to hold down delete and press the direction in which you want to poke, but nothing in the game tells you this. Let's see, this game is also interesting in that it actually has mouse control. You can control the game with the mouse by pressing the left mouse button to jump and the right mouse button to poke. Most of the levels involve simply going from the left to the right. One level in particular involves shooting at UFOs, but again, the game does not tell you this. It just kind of throws you in there and makes you do things. Now the game is not without its flaws, as you're seeing right here. Just kind of falling down a hole and not dying or taking any damage, it just leaves you down there, and if you walk all the way to the right, there you are on the next screen. And some of these screens are kind of repetitive and seem kind of useless to be there, such as a lot of empty space or just a string of enemies coming at you which you can easily jump over. The game, as far as technical aspects, is not bad. I mean, the jumping handles pretty well, the movement handles pretty well too. And you can jump on enemies, which usually works. This game's humor is kind of hit and miss, really. Like some of the humor is kind of feels out of place, and the developer who made this seems to have a serious problem with Microsoft Windows. Other than that, though, I think it would be interesting to give it a try and see if I can ever get to the end, but this is not something that I would spend too much time on. At least it is a finished game, as indicated by the fact that the file name is actually finish.mzx. So no worries about playing half a game here. You got the full experience.